Guys, I have this set of 6 coins, 2021 Morgan dollars and Peace dollars, the first time ever for these series to exist in a perfect mint state 70 grade. The first time these coins were struck in 100 years. These coins were struck by the mint to celebrate the centennial, the 100th anniversary of the last Morgan dollar, the first Peace dollar. These are some of the most popular coins. I mean, the Morgan dollar has been the most popular coin with collectors. You know, going back to the 1950s, 1960s. I mean, this coin has been the go-to coin, the coin most sought after by collectors, the coin that most collectors are trying to build sets, trying to look for. When I go to coin shows, this is the coin that so many dealers are looking for, trying to offer people. So when they came out with this new set, this was a huge deal. These coins sold out virtually instantly when the mint released them. And there were a lot of problems with the striking. You know, I know today we expect coins to be mint state 69, mint state 70. A lot of these coins did not grade 70, especially the D mint, which makes this set in 70 really hard to put together. Now, you've got 6 coins here, so let me go through them one at a time. What they did with this set, they actually honored all of the original mints that struck these Morgan dollars. There were 5 original mints that struck Morgan. So you've got Philadelphia. Of course, they had to strike a coin of Philly. That is the mother mint. That is the headquarters of the US Mint. We've got Denver. Only the second time a Morgan dollar's been struck at the Denver Mint, because 100 years earlier, 1921, was the only Morgan dollar struck at the Denver Mint. So this is only the second time a Morgan was struck at the Denver Mint. And coincidentally, like I said, for whatever reason, that's the one that they had some quality control issues. Not many of these were able to grade in a 70, which makes this whole set really hard to put together. We have a San Francisco Mint, which of course, famous for striking those coins in that original era, known for their quality control. But even back in the day, there's only about a little over a dozen mint state 69 Morgan dollars. Virtually all of them are 1880s, 1881s. The first time to get a mint state 70 though. And then we have these 2 coins. I'm gonna kind of talk about these together. When we're collecting Morgan dollars, we know the mints that people want the most are generally Carson City and New Orleans. Those mints have closed though. Carson City Morgans originally produced from 1878 to 1893, even though that mint was shut down for a few years in between, so they only struck them for 13 years. They didn't strike them in 1886, 87, 88. So they didn't even strike for that full run of years from 78 to 93. So we have a CC and we have an O. The original New Orleans Mint struck coins in the Morgan series from 1879 to 1904. But as you may or may not know, those 2 mints have been closed for a long time, well over 100 years. So what the mint did, because as collectors, we know the CC and the O Morgans are so important to us. The mint knew that. They know how important these coins are to the series. So what they did was they created coins with a Privy Mark. Now, Privy Mark is a little mark that a mint puts on a coin to designate something, differentiate the coin in some way. In this case, it's almost identical to a mint mark. But they can't call it a mint mark because they weren't struck at Carson City, they weren't struck at New Orleans. You can't call it a mint mark unless that mark designates where the coin was made. So we call it a Privy Mark, but it's essentially the same. It's in the same place on these coins as it was on those original coins. So you've got a CC Privy, it's in a little oval, a little CC right where it used to be on the original coin, a little O Privy right where it used to be, where that mint mark was on the original coin. Essentially looks like a mint mark. And then the last coin we have in this set is a 2021 Peace dollar. Now this is a big deal too, because the first year of the Peace dollar in 1921 was struck in high relief. You know, like a sculpture, really raised above the surfaces, that design of Miss Liberty. But the problem was that was too hard to strike. The mint couldn't keep up. The dies were breaking down. It's too hard to strike them. They didn't stack properly. So for the second year, 1922, they lowered that design down to kind of a more normal relief that was used for the rest of the series. When the mint brought back this coin for the 100th anniversary, they decided to go back to a high relief. Again, because they know how much collectors love this. They know how beautiful and impressive it is. So this is only the second time for us to have that high relief piece dollar. Now the mintages on all these coins are impressive. This coin, only 200,000 of the piece dollars were struck, which is a tiny mintage, makes it the lowest mintage of any piece dollar. These 5 different Morgans each had a mintage of only 175,000 coins. Very, very low mintage. In fact, the only coins in the Morgan series with a lower mintage are the 1893S and the 1894P. Those are important key dates in the series. An 1893S, even in worn out condition, is several $1,000s. In mint state 60, mint state 61, it's about $200,000 coin. These coins are nowhere near that because of course they're still, available to collectors. These coins aren't going into circulation and getting destroyed like some of those early coins, but still it just goes to show what a low mintage this is for a Morgan dollar. There are so many more collectors. There's way more than 175,000 Morgan dollar collectors in this country. And I think that showed by how fast these coins sold out when the mint released them. But the fact that these are in perfect 70 for the first time ever, never been a Morgan dollar in mint state 70 ever before this point, never been a piece dollar in mint state 70 before this point. So you're getting just a really cool set. I mean, this is a coin I love. I'm gonna put away these sets for my kids. When they first released these from Mint, I was on the website trying to buy those new coins, but most of those coins are not gonna grade a perfect 70 like these. So this is just such a great opportunity for you to help your collectors, whether they collect modern coins, whether they collect vintage coins. This is, I think, the perfect coin that has such a crossover to every kind of coin collector. It's just such a great opportunity. And believe me, these things we've been running on TV, we've sold thousands and thousands of these sets. We can't get enough of them. So this is a great opportunity for your clients in Pact to be able to get one of these great sets while we still have them, because they're not gonna last long because we can't get any more.